Okay, so I already start recording. Okay,
Okay.
then I share my screen. Can you guys see?
Yeah.
Is there something blocking here?
No.
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 Okay. Okay, so this is the original problem statement that we have submitted.
Okay.
What?
Okay, so what are we going to modify?
Mm,
Because problem statement, right? It should be mentioned on what are the problems that led you to do this research or uh, conduct this review, right? So shouldn't it be mentioned on all the problem facing?
But now since like ours, like we have three main sections, right? Like we are discussing on the transacidification, the
Okay.
purification, and the recovery of alcohol, right?
Mm-hmm.
So me, it's like there's three main problems over there. So does he want like a particular specific problem, or there should be like many problems with solutions? Should we like focus on just one, or like we give examples of like three something?
Examples on the problems.
Because now we already have three, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if we want to modify, like to make it very specific, should we like cut down to one, or how? You want me to choose one or three?
I think we already have the main problem. We need to specify where the problem comes from and what is the source of the problem, like that.
Actually, for me, my idea is when he says problem statement, he just wants that one grand statement which says what the overall problem is. Yes, we can have many problems, but we can try to classify those problems. They may fall into one or two categories and say it as one complete paragraph, something like that. I mean, what is our problem generally? We can say problems in tools, unit operation, or what, but into which category do they fall? Is it a production problem? Is it improvement problem? Something like that.
So isn't that the main problem statement is this one, which is from the question?
Wait, huh?
Yeah, the reaction and the separation part.
Yeah, something like this. So he just want us to modify. I think just kind of making it short on point, something like that.
Okay. So okay, for the review paper,
Okay.
what are the content that we are going to write out?
10. Okay.
Yeah,
Let me.
we can go through the paper, the format that doctor had given. Let's have a look on the.
He gave a template, right?
Yeah. Doctor gave us the template of writing.
Okay.
So at first we need to have an abstract, right?
Yeah. Abstract.
Abstract. Then for the next, what we are going to put in? Problem
Introduce,
statement.
introduction.
Problem statement come first or introduction come first?
Problem statement.
Problem statement.
Problem
Because,
statement is the head of the whole thing.
because based on that day what Na asked in the
Group.
Telegram groups,
Mhm.
doctor did mention on problem statement. It will be better if it has its own section, but it also can be embedded in the intro section. So are we going to put in the problem statement under the introduction part, or we are going to separate it?
Uh,
Wait, you just make it visible, I think.
Pardon, Rashid?
Separate, make it visible, easy to see.
Separate it out lah.
Yeah, separate better.
Separate better. Okay. So we will have abstract problem statement. Then we are going to intro, is it?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Introduction. So okay, after introduction, what are we going to write?
Mm,
Are we introducing first?
Sorry, Rashid, can you repeat?
I mean, what are we writing in the introduction?
Okay, what are we writing in the introduction? I think introduction is mainly on because we're doing for biodiesel production, right? So I think we are going to introduce on slightly a bit information on biodiesel, and then the problems faced under conventional methods, and also introduce something on PI technology. Is it okay?
Okay.
Because I
yeah,
have,
okay.
for example, I think we are going to write something like this. Wait, I'm trying to. Wait, my laptop is lagging.
Okay.
Okay, I think we are going to write up something like this, which is a review on the process intensification on the biodiesel production.
Okay.
Okay.
So most of them they will have an abstract. Then after that they will introduce. So first they introduce on the limitation on the conventional method. Okay, introduce on conventional method. Then after that they didn't mention on the PI technique lah. So do you guys think that we need to have a short intro on the PI technology?
I don't think so.
Do you think so?
I don't. I think we only have to speak like we are some members from the company speaking about our production there, which is biodiesel. So introduction to biodiesel, and that we plan to change because of our problem statement to adopt the PI into the process, and then maybe that's our introduction, and then we can put some more meats up. Then after that, we will go to say how we are going to do our solution to the problem statement.
Okay, so do we actually need to state on we are from a company or something like that?
This is what he says from the PBL section.
Okay, for under the PBL section, it mentioned as a chemical engineer, you have been tasked to improve the existing chemical processes beyond its current operational and profit threshold. How could you introduce principles of process intensification in your current reaction and separation skid? So do we need to mention the stuff like chemical engineer?
Something like that. I mean, we can like what we did in our video presentation, something like that. But how to say like? But I think that wait,
Anyone else?
But in the video that we did, we told like it's a group, right? It's not like a company or what. I think nobody did company based, right?
Yes.
So no need to
I think no need lah kot.
no need to mention on chemical engineer or chemical team.
Because they want us to identify the problem and also propose the solution, right?
Mhm.
So like we as a chemical engineer, it means it's just our what our responsibility or just a task. Like only we can do that, right? I mean, it's just like how you can apply chemical engineering principles using that. using PI technology, how do you solve this problem? I think they're addressing us as a chemical engineer. I think so. I think company is just, I think we don't have to mention it.
Mm.
Okay. So for introduction, we are going to write.
Like what Rashid said, like mention a plant, like mainly like ours is biodiesel plant, right? So maybe we can focus on the plant.
Mm.
So
Like what team said for the order of the introduction is it's actually it's correct, and I think we need to include the PI about, since the solution is related with PI technology, right? So I think
okay.
maybe introduction at the end, we can save some few words, about PI technology and what are the reactors that we actually using it. Like, so that introduction, it talks about the plant, the limitations, the challenges, and also a solution. So like overall, when he read our introduction report, he knows what our report is all about. So that's why.
Okay. So it's about biodiesel production, conventional limitation, then introduce on PI and our solution.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyone wants to add anything? Sarnya, Hazira, Rashid?
I think that's enough for introduction.
Okay. Okay. So then after that, we will do something like this. So we will straight away give the possible solution, then state out each of them or how.
Um, that means after the introduction, we straight are going to talk about the
Technique.
reactors used, right? Or the
Uh-huh.
technology used, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure whether you guys agree with it.
Because you saw the format or not? There's some mathematics, some design equation,
Mm-hmm.
as well as the figures and tables, right?
Yeah.
So that means whatever technology that we use,
Mm-hmm.
it should have a relative figure, right? For example, how
For
to
example, like such as this thing, the configuration like this, is it?
Yeah, that means we need to show, first we introduce the model,
Mhm.
overall, for example, like the microreactor, like a small few sentence of the general concept, then how
Okay.
is it being applied in the biodiesel plant. So like first we list out that thing first, followed by the design modeling, then figures and tables.
So for each technique, we will do it like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have another idea, which is because in our problem statement, we have already focused on the three main parts, right? So how about we are going to write first trans-esterification reaction, then we introduce on the what are the reactor that can helps in trans-esterification process.
Okay.
Will that
Okay.
be will that better or we state each of the reactor or technique?
Actually, I did like that theme.
Which one? Which part?
I separate into separation process and the recovery process, and then
Mhm.
I list down the all the columns and
React.
reactors involved. So
Uh-huh.
actually, can do either way lah.
So which way do you guys think better?
Just the one you say now.
This one.
The one of the
Divide
one
into the process.
intensification reaction, right?
By we separate it by reaction
Yes.
Yes.
because I search on internet, most of the techniques and reactor are mainly on the reaction part they seldom talk on the recovery part and also the separation part. So I doubt that it might be quite lengthy for the esterification process, then quite short for another two Do you guys have this concern?
I get your point.
I found few solution for separation, but I'm not sure about the recovery process.
Oh, I see. So it's not a main concern, lah, you think?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
But it will be quite difficult to separate the tasks, lah, because for example, you're talking about esterification, then I think one person handling it will be better because uh you need to summarize all the possible solution on this reaction, right? So it would be quite difficult if you separate for one esterification process to 2 or 3% to complete it, right?
Yeah.
Because the
Yeah.
content might be quite difficult to summarize if you separate
Oh.
to 2 or 3% for one reaction.
Yeah, 1% should take one process.
But then we only have three we only have three actions.
Guys, I have a question actually.
Huh?
I have a question actually I want to ask. We
Okay.
in our plant, do we consider that, I mean, do we start our production from the feedstock or we prepare our own feedstock?
I think we no need to focus on the feedstock. We only focus on what are the problems that we are interested in. Is it correct?
I know, I get your point, but I mean, is sometimes biodiesel plants they prepare their own feedstock there. So for us, do we take it as we have the feedstock plant there, or we just buy feedstock from some point somewhere else?
Can we take from the article, then we cite it using citation?
What do you mean?
Can we like take it from this article, for example, then we can add it as a reference?
For the feedstock?
Yeah.
Or
I don't
Can
think we need to stress on the feedstock. Is that necessary on stressing the feedstock?
because if you produce feedstock by yourself,
Mm-hmm.
you will also have problems, PI problems in feedstock preparation. But if you assume that our plant only buys feedstock from some companies, then we don't have to explain that part.
Okay, but
We,
we are not focusing on
we
feedstock
don't
problem, right?
explain.
Because we are focusing on esterification, recovery of alcohol, and also the separation part. So even though if we produce the feedstock by ourselves, then we are not interested in that section. So we didn't write on that part. Is it okay?
Okay,
Okay.
no problem. I was just asking actually. Okay.
Because I don't think feedstock is the main problem unless we are focusing on the pre-treatment part. Then it might be important.
It is.
I,
Well, yeah.
I think
Okay.
Rashid
Yeah.
was mentioning about like in the like if you are writing this report, right? So
Mhm.
just a few sentences like what are the feedstock we are using, like just that, we don't
Mm.
have to elaborate on that. I think just state what feedstock are you using, because since it's a biodiesel plant,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
just state it. You don't have to explain about it or the challenges or whatever. Just what are the feedstock we are using. That's all. Like few sentences.
Correct.
So what are the recommended feedstock? Palm starch oil.
It's stated in the article, right? I think I've read it once.
You will refer from your article, right? From the article.
Okay, for example, this one is by using canola oil.
Canola seeds, right?
Yeah, canola oil to produce the biodiesel.
Okay.
Or should we use another one? Maybe palm oil, palm starch oil, or anything else? Waste cooking oil.
That is my favorite actually, but depends.
Anything would do.
Yeah.
Anything.
Okay. Okay, so we will go for divide the section by reaction.
Okay.
Okay. So if that's the case, then we no need to limit on the possible solutions, right? Because if we are writing on the technique and reactor, then we will have different section, maybe 2.1, 2.2. Then if you have many different types of possible solution, then you will have quite many 2.5, 2.6. So if we are going to divide it by reaction, so maybe we only have 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, and under 2.1 you can list out as many possible solution as you can. Or we should actually focus on some only, which is the more possible solution.
The efficient one.
Uh-huh. Okay. So what are the possible technique that you guys found? Should we discuss this or no need?
I think like we need to find, I think so.
Okay.
Okay. Can we fix the number, like each reaction, how many possible solutions? Do you want to fix the possible solutions?
Fix the number of possible solution.
Yeah, for each reaction, for each.
Maybe we set a minimum instead of maximum. Is it okay?
Okay.
Okay. So for reaction, I think quite many different types of methods lah.
Okay.
So how many possible solutions do you guys want to fix?
I think minimum 3 lah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me have a look on the question. The main part is that they need to further future expansion and improve on reaction and separation. So while writing, I think we need to stress on the reaction and separation, and also the cost the cost and the size of the apparatus, because expansion, right, it will relates to money and space. Then reaction, it will be depends on the yield and reaction rate. So I think while writing, we need to stress on these two parts. Is it okay?
Okay.
So for example, something like this, like this lah. For example, this one is oscillatory flow reactors. Then it will stress on short length of to diameter ratio, which will lead to decrease in capital cost. Then we can further elaborate lah. So it will consume less space, so easier for scale up, something like that lah.
Okay. And
Okay, so for reaction, we limit the minimum for 3.
yep.
3.
Sanya said.
Okay.
All
So-
give suggestions.
Huh? What?
I found 3. That's why I said minimum 3.
Oh, okay. I think for reaction,
Yeah, there are
there
more than 3.
Yes.
and for the next what? Purification on the product.
Or separation.
Purification and separation part. So how many should we consider? Purification, I think I can found for 3 minimum. I think
3 again.
3.
beside 3 also.
Just 3.
Okay, which one you found the most? The reaction part, is it?
Yeah, esterification part. I can find many on that. So
Then
for
you fix
example,
it at 5. Is
this
it
one
too
5.
much? Too
I
much.
don't think too much, but I'm afraid doctor might think our writing is not concise enough.
Oh, okay.
It will be something very lengthy on
Yeah.
explaining all the possible solution instead of the best solutions.
Okay. Understand.
So we fix it at 3. Okay.
Okay.
So unless you find that the solutions is really recommended lah, then I think you can include inside the writing.
Okay.
So purification we also consider 3 minimum. Then for recovery, no need.
Recovery is the one you say. I mean, there's nothing or there's.
Yeah, but actually some of the for example, the reactive distillation, it will helps to also separate out the methanol lah. So a little bit contribution from there lah. So
Okay.
I think the content might be not so many, but can try to find again.
So that means for recovery, like should be like maybe we try find. Should we like fix it to 3 or like 2 or something? One is of course is cannot. 2 or 3.
2 or 3, I think. Not 1 lah. We try our best to find
Okay.
few ways on it on the recovery.
So we fix it for now at 3.
Yeah.
3, 3, 3.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are we going to write? Yeah. Okay. So for the figures and tables, I think for tables, we cannot directly use lah. I think
Yeah.
tables, for example, like this, the tables, I think we need to construct it again if you want to insert the table lah. For example, under this one, they did compare on the residence time, energy efficiency. I think this one we need to construct ourselves.
Yeah.
Then for figures, I think we can extract lah. For example, we will extract the image, then we will put a citation here.
Okay.
Is it okay? I think.
The image, right? Okay. Only this image can we like take or like for example the figure 13.
Okay. Figure
Can
13.
Can we take such figures as well?
I think yes. With citation.
Oh, okay.
For me lah, because based on what Na asked in the group, doctor also say with proper citation should be no problem. Yeah, must have proper citation to the original source. This is what doctor replied.
Okay. As long we don't have to draw our own.
Yeah, the separation.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think we should not take the information on. So while we are searching, right? I think we should not take the information on a review paper. Instead, we can have a reference. For example, like this, right? Static mixer. This one, for example, this one, Thomson and he uses something like that. Then this one indicate the third reference, right? So if you want to write on the static mixer, then you can go to the third reference. Then you can copy the article title lah, then search in Google and go to the original source lah to extract the information instead of straight away writing from here, because this is a review paper, so it will summarize what the original author writing. So actually we are doing something like a review paper lah. So instead of copying from a review paper, I think we should extract the info from the original source.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if we copy from here, right, the plagiarism percentage will be very high, I think.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So how are we going to separate this reaction, the purification, and the recovery part among us, among 5 of us?
How? Any ideas? I think for recovery can be 1% lah, because this is quite short.
Okay, who wants recovery? First debate.
Anyone want recovery?
Sanya?
I already find for separation, so I will take separation lah.
Oh, you want to take separation? Okay, Saranya separation. Or separation instead of acidification. Or you want to go for separation, huh?
Yeah, aspiration.
Okay, Saranya separation. Recovery. So how we want to fix 311 or 221?
I think 2 to 1 better.
221 better.
Hmm.
Okay. So 221. So who are going to take acidification? Anyone volunteer to go for recovery?
I will. I think I will go for recovery.
You go for recovery, yeah?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Then purification, one more person. Trans-acidification, two more person. Then I choose trans-acidification, okay?
Okay, I go for the separation.
Separation,
Mm.
Then Hazira, okay with trans-acidification? Not okay. Hazira already fall asleep.
Of course.
Hazira, lupa, forget to switch on the mic.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think she went somewhere. Later we inform her.
Oh, okay. So she has no other choice to choose.
Yeah.
Okay. So okay, there's no equation, is it? Or any equation on the technique?
It depends actually. It depends on the section.
Oh, it depends on the section. Okay. So now we discuss on the writing for the each section. So my idea is for example we list down 2.1 trans acidification. Then we will give a slight explanation on trans acidification, then mention on the conventional problems on the trans acidification. Then only that we go for the possible solution. Is it okay the way of writing it like that or not suitable?
Can
So for each section we do like that. Go for brief process, then the problem faced in the process, then go for the possible solutions. Okay, Hazira left the meeting.
Maybe your internet problem.
I see.
I think
Let me
should be
ask.
okay.
Should be okay.
Ah,
Anyone has any other ideas or we proceed on this?
I think we need to find the article first, then we will get more ideas. Then I think we can discuss in the WhatsApp group also.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, Hazira dah balik. Okay, Hazira is in.
Dah sorry internet problem lah.
Oh, okay. Tak apa. So Hazira, you will write for acidification part,
Okay.
Okay. So for now lah, we decide first. We will go. The writing will be consist of a briefing on the process, the conventional problem of the process, then the possible solutions. For each section, we will do it like that. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
okay.
Then
Okay.
what any other else that we need to consider for the writing?
Recommendation? No, sorry. It's part of the solution already.
Uh-huh. For the citation, what are the citation do you guys want to use? You want to use this was 1, 2, or the the long American method? Well, let me show.
You mean the referencing system, right? Citation system.
Yeah, the citation system.
This is the one you did in term paper.
The long form.
Yeah, Mendeley also can lah.
Yeah.
So the long one lah. So you guys are using the Mendeley's or
Yeah,
something like that. Okay.
Mendeley.
Mendeley, yeah. So it will be there, right? So after maybe I copy from your section for compiling, so the citation will still be there, right? Even though my laptop didn't have the reference article. Does it maintain there or how? Because I'm afraid the citation might be run away. And we are copying file for compiling. Will the citation run away? I'm not sure also.
I'm not sure also.
I don't think so.
Don't think so lah. Or maybe like that. We create a Google Drive, then we upload what the article you use inside there. So when the person is compiling, then maybe he download all the reference article, then to ensure the citation is properly cited lah. Is it okay?
Yeah, can.
We create a Google Drive. We create a Google Drive, then we separate to each part lah. For example, we separate into 3 parts: transerification, purification, and recovery. So you upload what are the reference article you use for transerification into that section. Then after that, the compile person will be easier to have a reference.
Alright.
Okay.
Okay.
So is there anything else?
So after explaining about this, the 3 main problems, the solutions, right? So we talk about the design equations, right? After that,
Design equation.
modeling part.
Do you mean by partner?
Like to model a reactor, right? For example, you have.
Jangan lagi.
Oh my God, Hazira. I think okay, to design a reactor, right? We have some equations, right? Like a mathematical modeling.
Things
Do we
like
have-
a reactor, something like that, is it?
Do we have to do the modeling part?
So it depends on the person, I think. The part that you're explaining.
Because under the mathematics part, right, in the format,
Okay.
then what are we going to actually include?
I think that one is applicable if you have any mathematical equation. If don't have, you can omit it. Is it?
Oh, okay.
I don't think the mathematical equation is important unless you are writing on. Should we include the mathematics? For example, if you are writing on the reactive distillation, should you include on the designing part how
I think so.
how the equation works, the equilibrium equation? I think no need, right?
No need.
So
Okay.
maybe
try
maybe maybe can ask from other groups also lah. So whether they include on the designing part. But for my opinion, I think no need lah for the design equation, something like that.
Okay.
So any other things else?
Yeah. So for the figures and are we including any figures like just diagram, right? The reactors image or the mechanisms image, just that, right? As figures.
You mean something like this?
Yeah. That is called figures, right?
Yeah, figures. We just insert it like this.
You want to insert in the middle, or like you want to have a special like maybe in the appendix or something like that, or you want to insert in between?
I think, for example, we are writing on the esterification part, right? So I
Okay.
think it's best the figures related to esterification part is listed down under the esterification part. So it will not overlaps too much lah. So for example, maybe I am reading on the recovery part, then suddenly an image show on the esterification part.
Oh, okay.
So I think it's better we can put it under each section lah.
Okay. Can.
Okay, then should we separate two on the abstract intro part?
Yeah. Okay. Before that, about the table, right? You guys wanna like you wanna let the table to be the summary of what you said. For example, like just now they compared few reactors, right?
Yeah, this one. They compared on few reactors on
So
the
you guys wanna do like something like this as a summary at the end?
or we do it by reaction. We will have
Reaction.
then we will have a minimum of 3 tables. After we write up for each section, we will do a short table on the comparison on the results.
Okay.
I think it will be better lah if you have more table.
So that means 3 tables.
Yeah.
Okay. So that means the group, for example, like you and Hazira are talking about the esterification, right? So you guys will come up with table number 1, and like me, Sanya will come up with table number 2, and Rashid will come up with table number 3.
Yeah. Is it okay?
I think, yeah. Okay.
Therefore, I think for the 2-person group, I think both of them need more communication lah. So can update each other whether which part you are writing on, then to prevent overlapping lah, and also for easier to construct the table to share the information.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
So Rashid, is it okay for you to do it alone?
I don't mind.
Oh, okay. Okay.
If I get problems, I'll be posting in the groups. You guys will help me.
Yeah, okay. Can. So left is the intro, abstract, and also the conclusion, right?
Yeah, I think abstract and conclusion wait for the final compiling part.
Okay. Okay.
But introduction can do first lah. But for abstract and the conclusion need to wait for the compiling file.
Okay. So
Anyone want to do on introduction? If no, then I will take on.
you are you like setting a range of words for introduction?
I think no, because a doctor only set for minimum pages, right? There's no maximum pages.
Oh, okay.
I think we will not limit the writing words lah.
It will not be heavy for you, right? If you need help, then you can. I can help you on some of the part.
Okay, I think won't be too long lah for introduction.
Okay.
Okay, then I will take for introduction lah.
Okay.
Then you guys need to think what you are going to do for the abstract and conclusion after the compile file. Okay.
Okay.
So is there anything else for the report writing?
So far, no. Any questions? I mean, from my side, there is no any question.
Okay, then anyone else still have any question?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Me too. No.
Okay. Then should we set an internal deadline? So to
Yeah.
make sure
Yeah, get a view.
I
Should have.
can.
the due date is 5th July, right?
Yeah.
Not sure what is the time.
Mm-mm.
So what is the deadline suitable for us, the internal deadline?
Third,
Friday, okay? Or
Okay.
Saturday?
3rd of July.
Yeah, third.
3rd, So we
Yes.
set it on. So we need to hand in all the parts that we are handling.
Okay.
So maybe say for the one to compile and also for writing the abstract and conclusion. Then Sunday we can submit it.
Okay.
All
Yeah.
right.
So we submit in the group on Friday for each
Okay.
section. Okay.
All right.
I think that's all. Is there anything else?
So I think after this, the video will, I mean, the whole session will be recorded, right? And it will be sent to you, is it? You'll be having it.
I will
Okay.
get an email from Webex.
Okay.
Then maybe I will do some editing lah. Then
Oh.
only. So doctor want us to post it on YouTube, eh?
Yeah, you have to like, I think
So I have
attach the
to.
link.
Oh, I see.
Because he says it's easier for him to refer through YouTube.
Mm-mm.
Right. So I will do it. I will upload it on YouTube channel.
Okay. Any more questions?
Any more? Anyone? No more.
No.
No.
No. Okay,
No.
then
Mm-mm.
we can start to do it lah. Because
Okay.
there's also
Okay.
plant safety assignment and also
Yeah.
lab test.
Yeah.
So just create the time. Use time wisely.
Okay.
Okay.
I think
Thank
that's
you.
all. That's
Okay.
all.
Yeah, that's all.
I'm
Thank you.
going.
Okay. Thank you everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.